Welcome to the stream. Got an exciting game for you tonight. We've got number 2 Chennai Super Pings versus right now currently ranked number 1 Centra of Attention. We've got an exciting game tonight. A lot of top gasp leaders here. Warriors, the legend, with his current 10-0 gasp, will be gracing with his presence. Alongside him, he'll have A-Pop. And on the Centra of Attention defense, we will have Wayne, joined by his partner Bamboozler. And on the side of the Chennai Super Pings, on offense tonight will be Aaron and Cheetos Rule. And on defense will be Water Wheel and Aardvark as the game starts. And the players are off. Cedar tends to be a little bit of a slower map. Very mechanically inclined. You see mostly most teams that cap it's through teamwork, and then minor mistakes can generally also lead to a cap here. It's very important for teams to be playing ante properly as well, getting those resets. As we have our first grab of the game, 35 seconds in, Cheetos Rule will bring it in, but Warriors is in position with the offensive defense. Bamboozler played that anti-re and will bring Aaron down. Meanwhile, quick couple flacids on the side of Centra of Attention, and the first round of power-ups will come up. And we've got all 3 power-ups. The TagPro is grabbed by Aaron, so that will be a 2-1 cap advantage for Chennai Super Pings. However, Aaron will run into the defender, and flags will be reset. And it looks like these power-ups will run out in just a moment here, and they do. But Cheetos is out past 3, and Apocalypse is blocked out. We've got 1-0 in favor of the Chennai Super Pings. So first round of power-ups almost leads to nothing, but the Super Pings do use that to get on the board. Take an early lead here. Aaron with the grab. It looks like he will be past 1, possibly 2 if he can reach that team boost, and Bamboozler has just the right angle, is able to cut him off and stop that. As Cheetos will, however, will have that re-grab. But Bamboozler looks like would be out, but the team tiles bring Water Wheel up. So the next round of power-ups come up. Super Pings again with the 2-1 power-up advantage, and Rolling will get diffused there. That looked really dangerous, but Water Wheel wasn't able to get the solo in time. However, 2 quick flacids, and Cheetos will go for the boost in, misses the corner, and Bamboozler is well placed in his offensive defense to go ahead and get a stop there. As Aaron will get chased down, flags are reset at the 7.5 minute mark. So we're still at 1-0 for these Super Pings. Power-ups definitely coming into play here, as they've had the advantage on 2 of them, and one of those advantages did turn into a cap. Only 1 TagPro so far, so the Rollings and the Juke Juices have been out here more. As the next round of power-ups does come up, looks like Aaron will try to get the grab, and he does. However, it looks like Wayne will chase him down with that bomb. Cheetos will try to get out, hope that power-up comes up, but it comes up just a split second too late. Bam will get not only the Juke Juice, but the TagPro, and now Cheetos has to make a last-second save there. Otherwise, that would have been an easy cap, as Bam is coming in with that lawnmower. And Super Pings wisely holding back with 3 defense. Solo grab results in nothing, and looks like the teams will reset as the power-ups run out. Still 1-0, Super Pings. As A-Pop will have a quick grab, and it looks like Warriors off of the re-grab will have an opportunity here, but a good snipe by Water Wheel will go ahead and reset the flag. And as bombs get diffused, it looks like we'll be waiting until the next round of power-ups for something to happen. However, Warriors with a terrific rub grab will be out past 1. Aardvark is is going ahead and staying back on anti-re as the next round of power-ups does come up. This is a very dangerous position to be in for the Super Pings, as Wang gets the TagPro, but a little bit of a miscommunication there. Warriors probably should have waited. And good communication on the Super Pings, however. Aaron will have the rolling bomb. And oh my goodness, what on earth happened there? Aaron somehow gets a cap, and so if your rolling gets diffused and the person is still touching you, never actually gets boosted away, you still have immunity until they pull away. And that's what happened here. It's a very rarely seen bug, but it pays off in the Super Pings' favor. Warriors needed to create just a pixel of separation in order to get that tag there, and he held on and was in fact returned by the opposing team, as the 0.25 second immunity doesn't apply if you're still touching, and so you don't have to maintain any sort of separation after the 0.25 second. You don't have to get any sort of separation between the touch and the 0.25 second immunity. As soon as that runs out, you're going to get hit, and Aardvark with the third cap for the Super Pings, putting them up 3-0 very quickly in this match. We're only halfway through the first half, just a quarter of the way through the game, and already Super Pings taking a pretty commanding lead. However, there are almost 15 minutes left in this game. Still plenty of time for the center of attention catch up. Good out by Bam, and good catch up there by Aaron. Will put Cheetos in a position where he could have capped, but the offensive defense was there. Meanwhile, Apop and Warriors working to get out in a beautiful pixel perfect juke by Warriors to get out past Aardvark. Very impressive, and Warriors is now in a position where he's looking for a cap, and if Wayne can get Aaron off the button while Water Wheel is out of position going for power-ups, that could have been a boost to the gate there. Now Warriors will have to run off, and Aardvark's looking to chase him down. Meanwhile, Apop with the rolling grab, and Warriors needs to try to make something happen so that the rolling grab can happen. He does get the grab. He is out past 2. The rolling is diffused, and with that TagPro in base, Aaron's last defender back, and good catch up, good hustle by the Super Pings will put them in front and get that return. Cheetos, meanwhile, is past 4, but the return is not going to come, and he will get chased down and returned. Now, bad flaccid there by Aardvark, and now the center of attention's looking pretty good for the cap here. However, Warriors will go ahead and bring it back, most likely looking for that boost around, which he does find past 2, and nothing there, and it looks like Cheetos will have a good handoff there for Aaron, and Aaron comes out, and now both flags are out of base. As the next round of power-ups comes up, we do have 2 power-ups for the center of attention, including a TagPro. However, Aardvark will also have a TagPro for the Chennai Super Pings. Those will cancel out, and Aaron needs to stay alive here. He doesn't. Bam chases down, and a boat there by Warriors, and there's the first cap on the board for the center of attention. 7.5 minutes in. That will bring them closer, 1-3. As you can see in the team chat, Warriors is a bit frustrated, either with the team or with the game. And Aaron is barely. They do communicate in time that the offender is coming through the front, or I'm sorry, through the bottom, and they almost actually had a good opportunity to get out there. A little bit of a lucky bomb, but the situation is diffused as well as the bomb, and the next round of power-ups will come up pretty quickly here. And Sleepy Osh in chat does bring up a good point that center of attention did have a good regrab there, and could have had a second cap off of that Warriors boat. But the last man back, Apocalypse, kills 3 people, but it's just not enough. Aaron, the 4th man, does get the return there, and center of attention likely getting a little frustrated here that nothing's able to work. Aaron almost out there past Bam, but a good stop, and another flaccid by Apop. We'll go ahead and bring that back. Grab by Apop, and it looks like it probably won't go anywhere, and handoff doesn't work either. The Super Ping's defense definitely in position for that. Last round of power-ups is coming up in just a moment here. Both teams positioning for it. However, Cheetos will use that to get out. And a good return there by Outwork, and this should be a cap, and it is by Cheetos. Warriors just too far behind to catch up and put that TagPro to good use. And the Super Ping's now up 4-1. Pretty commanding lead again. And Warriors, however, does have that TagPro in front. However, the TagPros run out, and just in time for the Super Pings, as that could have been a second cap for the Centra of Attention. Good gate control there by Wayne. We'll go ahead and stymie any attempts there. Final 15 seconds. Both offenses will look to try to make something happen here, and it looks like Apop will make something happen. Is out past 2. He'll need to push this in quick. Try to make something happen to give his teammate a chance here. However, Aardvark is there on defense. Cheetos will have the kept, and the first half ends 4-1 in favor of the Super Pings. And as you can see from the scoreboard, more returns on the side of the Super Pings. Looks like there was 4.5 minutes of prevent for Wayne. Huge. So even though Centra of Attention had a lot more prevent, they weren't able to convert on a lot of their opportunities where they had regrabs going on. Yeah, we'll see what we can do about the scoreboard here. Yeah, I feel like that's worse. We might be able to make this happen. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the way I had it. I may try to fill it, or try to fix that at a different time. So half 2 starting here on Cedar, second half. Teams have switched sides. Score so far is 4-1 in favor of the Super Pings. Oh, and we lost all of our formatting. I think that's the right color. Anyway, game does get started. And quick grab out by Cheetos will put him past 1, past none though, as Bam does have that anti. But Aaron, great move there, and will get stopped by Warriors by the offensive defense. But he had he created kind of something out of nothing there. But Wayne with counter cap trying to come in, and Cheetos is in position for the stop there. Meanwhile, the regrab train continues for Centra of Attention, as Warriors is going to be out top and is going to have that team boost in. He's past 2. He's looking for the cap. Aaron is in position, but Apop is alone on the regrab, so he will not. He will have an opportunity as well to try to make something happen here. Apop coming in. Going to go ahead and have to take a lap. Going to look for that boost. Meanwhile, power-up's coming up right now. And 3 rolling bombs, 2 in the favor of Super Pings, 2 rollings defuse, and it looks like Aardvark will be out with a rolling, and that should be a cap, and it is. Good boost straight in, and Warriors uses that that rolling to come out quickly. However, he comes off the wall, and he manages to stay alive, and now with a flaccid there by Cheetos, Warriors will bring that in to tie up the half 1-1. It is now 5-2 on the match. Warriors desperately trying to keep his team in this game. As another grab, as the Super Pings are slightly upside down, Cheetos having to fill in for defense. And it looks like he will just try to contain Warriors and let Water Wheel do the work. And it looks like Warriors may be out here. Cheetos wisely stays near that boost. It's very tempting for a lot of players to try to go down. Great defense there by Cheetos filling in. Next round of power-ups is coming up in just a moment here. Aardvark, however, using that moment to get away, and that's 2 power-ups for Center of Attention. Wayne with a TagPro, and Aaron needs to get out of here, and they need the Super Pings need to get a return here in order to avoid a capping opportunity. However, Cheetos is able to use that Juke Juice to get past. However, he is almost the last man back. Aardvark is able to catch up there. And if there's a return here, which there is not, that bomb puts Warriors past 3, and Cheetos needs to try to stay ahead. Waterwheel with a great hustle catches up to the flag, gets the grab, and it looks like Cheetos should break off here for the handoff. They are going to, Wayne and Bam do chase him down in a good boost. Really unfortunate that just a little bit off. If it had been slightly higher, he would have knocked Wayne out of the way of the flag tile. So missed capping opportunity there for Center of Attention. And that seems to be the story. Another round of power-ups comes up, and it looks like, I'm not sure who grabbed the rolling, but the 2 permanent power-ups are grabbed by Center of Attention, and they very quickly turn that into a cap, closing the Chennai Super Pings lead down to 2 points. 2 caps is 5-3. And Aardvark needs to stay ahead here. Warrior's gonna loop up, and Aardvark will have that snipe to save the cap. Warriors still expressing his frustration in team chat. As both offenses will try to make something happen here without until the next round of power-ups in about 10 seconds. But as I was saying earlier, as the next round of power-ups comes up, the story of this game really has been the Chennai Super Pings taking advantage of any opportunities that they get to cap, and the Center of Attention having trouble closing out caps, and it's definitely been the story here so far. Power-ups resulted in not much, a couple of rolling bombs and a Juke Juice that's now out. Both flag carriers out of base. Wayne trying to chase down Aaron. Both teams will go for the kiss, and I feel like that should have been communicated. Aaron had initiated that kiss, and that wasn't communicated to his teammates. His team is not in position for anti, and the Center of Attention is. And all of a sudden, it's a 1-point game, and now Wayne is out past 2. Now only past 1, but if this results in another cap, this will tie the game, and they do not get it. The hold is not there, and Aaron now is going to look to get out, and it looks like the blocking will be there, but he goes a little too high there, runs into that corner, and now all of a sudden 2 tag pros, and Waterwheel needs to stay ahead here. He will not stay ahead. The Bamboozler does get him with the tag pro, and all of a sudden we are tied 5-5 with 4 minutes left in the game. And now with 2 tag pros still active, the tag pros haven't run out. Wayne will get that yet a second cap off of that round of tag pros. So 2 caps very quickly. In fact, I'd say 4 caps in the last 3 or 4 minutes. And all of a sudden, Center of Attention is now winning by 1. And the defense of Center of Attention has definitely stepped up big here. A lot of the outs that they were allowing, they're not allowing anymore. And the Chennai Super Pings offense has really been neutered in the past few, this half, only 1 cap, and I think that was on Aardvark that actually got that cap. Next round of power-ups does come up. 3 different power-ups do come up. Wayne gets a tag pro, Aaron with the Juke Juice. In this case, Cheetos is just going to need to stay alive. However, it looks like he is going to get tracked down here, and Wayne knocks Aaron out. And all of a sudden, that tag pro is going to come out. Waterwheel needs to get out of base. Warriors needs to stay alive to avoid the cap, because Waterwheel is past 4. And Wayne snipes him down very well. And now Warriors is out past 3. And Aaron needs to stay in front. Bam is not able to get the block. Aaron does get the return there. However, Wayne is out with with Re. There's been no anti and some blocking here. Oh, Wayne probably could have pulled up and gotten a cap through the if he'd try to split the defense. doesn't pull on it and will get returned. 3 minutes left. Third to last round of power-ups comes up. A couple of rollings and a juke juice. The rollings both grabbed by Centra Attention. I'm sorry, by the Super Pings, and Warriors will boost in. Very quick grab. Super Pings were distracted by the power-ups, and now that is a 2-point lead for Center of Attention, as they've taken complete control of this half, and the Super Pings have not been able to get anything accomplished here. Apocalypse beats out Cheetos. Oh no, Aaron got gated there, and if not for that catch-up boost, that looked really ugly for the Super Pings. As Warriors calls out for the kiss, but Waterwheel does avoid it, and now he's gonna look for the bomb, and oh, good grab there by Warriors to keep the Super Pings from capping, keep his team ahead by 2, as Waterwheel will get chased down there. Second to last round of power-ups, and Warriors has a rolling carry, and it's looking a little grim here as the rolling, and oh, Aardvark barely saves it by pixels, and now with the TagPro kiss, Aardvark needs to be patient here. Cheetos doesn't respond in time, however he will stop the defender, and Wayne needs to stay alive here, and a good juke there by Wayne will keep him alive, and no re on the side of the Super Pings. They kissed, but there was no re-grab. Definite lack of communication in this half has really hurt the Super Pings here. Last round of power-ups comes up in a few seconds here. Center of Attention up 2 caps over Chennai Super Pings, winning 7-5 in this game. Last bout of power-ups, both teams position, and now Cheeto's rule is out past 4, and Aardvark will have that gate. Also, 3 rolling bombs was how the last set of power-ups went. 2 of them on the side of the Super Pings, and they will use that to get a grab and get out. Waterwheel now needs to try to make something happen. He does get the boost under Bamboozler, and Aardvark is not able to keep Warriors from getting the stop. And now the Super Pings, 30 seconds left on the clock, and they're going to try to make something happen here. Aaron trying to make something happen, but only 2 blockers and 3 people in front of him. He needs to make a decision, needs to make it fast. However, Aardvark is now in regrab, but clock is winding down. The Super Pings need a cap here to get the tie. As a good, oh my god, a great button there by Cheetos, and Warriors gets popped, but Apocalypse wisely comes up and gets in front, and that will be the final score, 7-6 for Center of Attention, as they narrowly eke out a comeback there to put them up in the series 1-0. Warriors with 5 caps coming up huge in this half with almost 3 minutes of hold. First off, what a beast. Second, the defense there also was right where they needed to be with the offensive defense. Aside from a couple lapses, Center of Attention definitely tightened it up. Started playing a little bit better TagPro. Just really held to the positioning that they needed. And we will move to Titanic here. This is the community map, featuring some yellow tiles in the middle. One of the kind of a newer feature. I think it only came around about 2.5 to 3 years ago, which in TagPro is kind of new. The yellow tiles work just like team tiles, except it works for everyone except for the flag carrier. So those yellow tiles will be put to good use by defenders trying to catch up to flag carriers. So typically off of a non-boost grabs, flag carriers will need to either hit the bottom boost to get out, or the top team boost, or a neutral boost to try to get out of base. And so defenses, you should see both defenses try to lock those down. So here we are, game 2. If you're just now joining us,
First game ended 7-6, and for Chennai Super Kings had a good. I'm sorry, the Centra of Attention had a good comeback, and the Super Kings will try to make a statement here. Aaron will get the first grab of the game. He is chased down. Sorry, the team boosts are on the defensive side, not the offensive side. So bottom is definitely the way to try to get out of base. However, Warriors will go for the top. Apop almost able to block him out, but isn't. Both flag carriers out, and Aaron will need to get the blocks. He gets the return on Warriors, and that is a cap for Cheeto's rule. Good out there, and a good carry. And Super Things again opening up the game with the 1-0 lead. And they'll need to bring on the heat pretty hard and just try not to throw this game if they want to come back. First round of power-ups, it's 3 tag pros. Hey, Aaron is out of position, and luckily he has that spawn there and is able to use that to boost himself into the flag tile. That almost ended up being a cap for Center of Attention as Bamboozler. Strangely, a little bit of a mistake there. He boosts himself into the mid spike to reset. Both tag pros are out, and we're still at 1-0 for the Super Pings. Apocalypse out, some good blocking on his offense. Probably had an opportunity there and a great boost there using that team boost. However, Aaron is in position, and now Warriors needs to use those team tiles, and he does get that last second save to keep his team from going down 2-0. However, he will have a rub here, but Cheetos is there, and now the Tag Pro Kiss and Aardvark now needs to try to stay ahead, but Apop and Bamboozler do have the angle on him, and Apop is able to chase him down. He had a chance to be out past 4 if he had just a little bit more forward momentum there. With that Tag Pro Kiss by Aaron, good movement there. He will kiss Wayne, but Bam, really good D, goes ahead and gets the quick return on Cheetos. Warriors now out past 3, but Cheetos is in position for that. Looks pretty good. Warriors out, now past 3, coming in with the team boost and the spike there by Aardvark, and now Warriors will tie it up. 1-1 as the next round of third round of power-ups comes up. Both teams vying for it, and it looks like we've got 2-1 in favor of Centra of Attention. 2 tag pros. The tag pros are split, but Wayne does have that juke juice, and he will use that to get a grab. Warriors trying to play protection for him, and it's working out so far as both defenders try to get in front. Aaron looks like he may have an opportunity to stop him here, but no, it does not happen. And now Wayne is out past 4. Waterwheel needs to stay alive, but it looks like he will be safe, and Cheetos will get that in position for regrab and get a block for his teammate. And a really good juke there, straight line by Waterwheel, that quick hesitate and go. And now Waterwheel going to try to make something happen, but they do catch up. I'm sorry, Center of Attention is able to catch up to him, but now Cheetos past 3, and Warriors does go ahead and boost in, and Apop is able to beat out the defenders to get that return. And a couple of flaccid there. Aaron is last man ahead with the rolling, and he'll need to get the grab, but he boosts it wrong, messes up the boost, and Warriors does get that cap. That'll put Center of Attention in the lead for the first time this game, 2-1, just about 5 minutes in. And that Tag Pro will still be up for a few more seconds, and Warriors and Apop will use that to get out, but Warriors, very out of character for him, spikes himself. And once the reset hits heat, if Waterwheel is able to get the solo here, he's not. That would have ended that play. So now Warriors is out past 1, past 2, and some really great blocking. The offensive D came out too far, and that boost came up, and Warriors now puts his team up ahead 3-1. Warriors carrying this game hard. Really just showing that he is truly one of the best players of all time. Making a case for himself, for sure. Aaron, good move there to get past Bamboozler. And it looks like he will go ahead and grab that TagPro, get the Flag Pro. Wayne has the other TagPro, and probably would have been best to actually kiss TagPros there to take Wayne out of the picture. Instead, Apop will now be in a good scoring position. Warriors has that ante, and Aardvark needs to move in and help out Waterwheel. He does finally, and they do chase him down. Cheetos, meanwhile, running around quite a bit. Good boost back by Aaron to get the get that return, but Bam is there with the regrab, and he will continue the regrab train. Aardvark with return. Warriors gets out, narrowly gets past Waterwheel as Cheetos does get chased down, and now Warriors is out past too, but the good angle there by Waterwheel, narrowly avoiding the spike. Wayne now is past two as two TagPros come up. The TagPros are split, and we do have a Juke Juice for Wayne. I'm sorry, for Cheetos, but Aaron needs to stay ahead of Wayne, and he gets TagPro Kiss. That should be a cap. Oh no, he misses the boost, rolls off the corner, just rolls off the 45 just a little bit too far. As the Warriors trying to figure out what happened there. Wayne definitely had the cap there and just didn't. Low mechanics there will go ahead and allow the return. And not a lot of prevent here so far in this game for either team. Both offenses having a really easy time getting grabs and getting out of base, as both defenses have spent most of the game chasing. Hey, Aaron with a good grab there. Speaking of, will get out past two. Waterwheel with a block on Apop, and Aaron does not mess up the boost. Warriors will go ahead and get the was blocked out and went ahead and got the power up, and that will close the gap as the Super Pings get their first cap since the first minute. However, Wayne with that TagPro putting it to good use. They gave up the cap, but they quickly countercapped, and with the power up advantage that they got from that, and now the Super Pings again down by two. Center of attention, trying to hold on to that number one slot. In fact, they will hold on to the number one slot since they did have that non-overtime win. That regulation win in the first game. The best that the Super Pings can do is split and stay within, I think, 1 point behind Central Retention. Apop, good grab there. As Warriors tells him just to hold, next round of power-ups is coming up. And Aardvark will go ahead and move in, get the diffuse. However, Apop, again, pass two, pass three, and Wayne has that TagPro. And Waterwheel does get the grab, and he needs to get out here. He needs to stay alive. TagPro is not going to be out for another 5 seconds. And Waterwheel needs to definitely stay alive here, but he does get chased down, and Wayne putting that, using that TagPro, protecting his teammate, and that will put Center of Attention up 5-2. Quick flaccid by Cheetos, gives a handoff to Aaron, narrowly misses the spike, uses the bomb, gets out past one. Wayne will go ahead and play anti-re. And a really good corner there by Aaron, jukes out Warriors and Bam. However, Apop is right there where he needs to be for the save on that. And now all of a sudden, Center of Attention looking like they will, yes, get the counter cap there. That is 6-2 for Center of Attention, and they're definitely looking like the top team, the team to beat in MLTP right now. Oh wow, that I'm not sure if that was the bomb or what happened there, but Warriors spiked with the rolling. However, he does get another grab quickly. Still not diffused. The rolling won't be out for a few seconds. It does get diffused, and he will stay alive here for now. And a good movement by the good corralling by the Super Pings defense. Wayne almost spikes himself there, and will get chased down. Aardvark trying to stay alive here, trying to make something happen. Last 15 seconds of the half, trying to bring it to a 3-point game, and Cheetos will go ahead and grab here. And if he manages to get past A-Pop, and the blocks do come in, and that will be at least a third cap as Cheetos boats it for the last cap, and that will end the first half 6-3.
That half, Warriors added 4 caps to his total on the week. Warriors just really having an outstanding week. It looks like he will maintain that 10 OGAS, trying to keep hold on that. And so what we saw there, story of that game were the tag pros. Both teams had a pretty even number of tag pros. I think Centra of Attention had 1 or 2 more than the Super Pings did. I think it was something like 6-4. But their use of the tag pros were definitely a lot more effective. They were able to keep their flag carriers alive for really long times and chase down the other team's flag carrier. And we're back for the second half of the second game. First game of the match ended 7-6 for Centra of Attention, number 1 seed, as number 2 seeded Chennai Super Kings took an early lead and then fell behind. However, the first half of Titanic had a completely opposite story, as Centra of Attention took a 3-point lead to end the half. Teams did swap sides. And so we will see Center of Attention on the left side of the map, on the red side, and Chennai Super Pings on blue. Couple of grabs, couple of flaccid. Warriors had an opportunity to be out past 4, but doesn't get that boost right, hits that bottom corner, and that will allow the Super Pings defense to catch up. First round of power-ups coming up pretty quick, as a couple of flaccids for the Super Pings offense. We'll go ahead and reset the flags, and both teams will just position for power-ups. A-Pop, however, does use that to get a grab, and it looks like he will be chased down, but Warriors now out past 1, past 2, and Waterwheel past 3. Waterwheel took a strange turn, and Cheetos is able to get the stop there, but now Wayne is out off the regrab because there was no anti-re in place. Aaron looking for the kiss, does get it, but there's no anti-re. Waterwheel came off because of the teammate spawns, and now Cheetos with a great juke to stay alive there, and now all of a sudden Super Pings, where it was looking pretty grim, like they were about to get capped on to start the half, it looks like now they're in a position for the counter cap. However, the offensive D does come back, but the defense cap doesn't matter. A couple of quick flacids there, and Cheetos will get the grab. Get the cap to put the Super Pings on the board. 1-0 on the half. Now only down by 2, 6-4. Aardvark does use those team tiles to get the catch up. Now Wayne does need to stay alive. Cheetos is out past 3. We'll get almost chased down there. Does stay alive. Wayne, meanwhile, putting that juke juice to good use.
And Aaron, as the TagPro runs out, he had that TagPro, and so he couldn't see where Wayne was going to spawn, and it almost cost him his life. Good return there by Aardvark, and Pop needs to stay alive here for a moment, let his team catch up. Aaron probably should have gone for the kiss there, but it won't matter, because it looks like his defense will have the blocks, and Wayne, great grab, bump grab there, to keep the opportunity, to squelch the scoring opportunity, but now Water Wheel is out past 2, past 1, past 0, so he will have to try to make something happen here. Does boost in past 2. Pop, last man back. Warriors bombs Cheetos away, and the kiss comes in. And Aaron probably shouldn't have grabbed there, but he will go ahead, and now he's out past a lot and misses the boost in for the cap. Bam will go ahead and grab, and Cheetos will now have the rolling and try to make something happen here. Aaron catches up with the team tiles, and Wayne is in good position for that top boost. Keep Cheetos from getting the 2-0 cap there. Both flags are reset. 6:30 left in the game. Center of attention up 6-4. Still anyone's game. Cheetos rule some fancy juking as Aaron spikes himself. Cheetos will be out past 2. As it looks like he may get that boost in. Nope, doesn't quite boost right, and we'll get stopped there. And Aaron almost gets soloed. Does finally get soloed. And that was pretty dangerous for the Super Pings, as Wayne was almost past 4 or past 3 there. And if that return, with that return coming in, that would have been past 4. Aaron forced to grab. However, Bam will catch up to him, and good block there on Wayne will keep him ahead of 2 for now. But the center of attention playing very good defense here as a team. Bam Boozler, meanwhile, out past 2, now looking to try to make create an opportunity. The bomb back does push him back into the hands of his teammate, though. I'm sorry, in the hands of Cheetos' bomb back pushes him in the hand of the teammate, and the spike there, and Warriors using the blocking, a very subtle boat, short boat there, and that will put the center of attention squad on the board for the half. Almost 5 minutes in for their first cap of the half. Give them that 3-point lead back. Next round of power-ups. 2 Juke Juices and a TagPro. And a good bomb there. Spikes Aardvark, and now he needs to try to catch up. Good kiss there. There was no anti for either team. But with the TagPro, that just makes it's better for the center of attention to have that chaos. And the bomb spawns right in front of Aardvark there, and almost kills his spike carrier. Wayne, good boost out. Is going to be past 3, and Water Wheel has those good straight lines and hustles to stay alive, gives team time to catch up. Pop with a good rub grab, and that was almost a cap there if Aaron manages to stay ahead. Aardvark, however, 3 balls around him, added of no one, and gets popped. Next round of power-ups, we've got 3 rolling bombs. We have 1, 2 diffusals. Aaron will keep his rolling for now, and move in, try to see if he can get a cap here, bring his team down to within 2. Wayne, really good defusal there. Keeps himself, gets the defuse, and stays ahead. However, Wayne almost immediately decides to overcommit and gets juked. The rest of his team is there to get the stop. And at this point, what we're seeing a lot on both sides is the offenses are just trying to make plays, trying to make something happen. It's like they're both almost trying to take control of the game themselves, take responsibility, and it's making it hard for both of them to get caps. But as I say that, some great blocking by Cheetos gets Aardvark out, and Warriors is by himself, and that will put the Super Pings up to 1 on the half. Center of Attention is still up by 2 with only 3 minutes left. However, the power-ups are not kind to the Super Pings, as Center of Attention grabs 2 of them, including a Juice for the Flag Carrier and a TagPro for his escort. And now Aardvark needs to get that return. He does get it to keep this opportunity alive for his team to get rid of the opportunity for the Center of Attention. Good positioning there by Warriors to stop Cheetos from getting out and get the solo. And all 4 of the Super Pings end up back in their base with 2 minutes left in the game. Next round of power-ups comes up. 2-cap game can very easily happen in a minute, and depending on how these power-ups go, we could see a tie, or we could see the lead increase for the Center of Attention as Apocalypse comes in with a 1-2 boost. The boost combo, and oh no, a Flaccid, and that will be a cap for Apocalypse using that bomb. And it doesn't matter that TagPro has come in. That cap happens anyway. And now Warriors is out past 4, and Cheetos has to stay alive. That really disastrous for the Super Pings there. They had the power-up advantage with the TagPro and got capped on for their time. However, Cheetos with the bomb and misses the boost! Oh no, Cheetos. Meanwhile, Aaron gets sniped. Aardvark snipes boosts backwards and barely gets the save there. That almost ended up being a 4-cap lead for the Center of Attention, which would have easily finished this game. It's already not looking good for the Super Pings with 1 minute to go. They need to make something happen very quickly here. They need something big, and they need it to happen now if they're going to stay in this game. Speaking of, that's past 1, past 2, but Bamboozler uses those team tiles and catches up, and Aaron's returned, and with 40 seconds left and a 3-cap lead, it looks like Center of Attention will go ahead and take the second game too. Kind of heartbreaking here. Cheetos does manage to avoid Wayne to get the grab and go ahead and get past. 27 seconds left, still 3-cap game, and I think we can go ahead and as Cheetos gets chased down, I think we can call this a victory for Center of Attention and the sweep. First sweep of the season for the Super Pings, the victim to. Really disappointing for them. I know that they wanted to try to show that they were able to hang with the number 1 ranked team, but clearly couldn't, as the GGs do go out. And there we have it. Final score 5-8, 8-5 in favor of Center of Attention. That will complete this this series. The sweep for Center of Attention over Chennai Super Pings. This will keep Center of Attention in the number 1 ranked slot, and this will probably bump the Super Pings down a couple places. So we'll see how the rest of the season goes for our resident home team. Thanks for joining us, and have a good night.